Hello, you guys. Happy Mindset Monday. Hope you guys got your water. I've been drinking out of my water cup all day. Now I feel like I have to pee, but it's amazing when I just sit here with a glass of water versus like a water bottle that I have to like pick up and like bring to my mouth and blah, 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 blah. I know it sounds stupid, but like this is like my 5th glass of water and it's noon. So get your glass of water out and take a chug, okay? Cheers. Cheers. Okay, our Mindset Monday topic today. I want to call this, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a hard question because this is something that a lot of people miss. This is a piece of the puzzle that a lot of people miss when they want to improve their health or make changes to their life or improve their lifestyle in some type of way. So I have a hard question for you, and that is, if I was to hand you, or if Genie in a bottle was to hand you your dream body, your dream job, your dream relationship with your partner, your dream house, your dream car, your dream lifestyle, I want you to think about what that is. And I want you to just sit with a minute, and we're going to more focus on like dream body, because that is kind of like the space that we're all in here, is dream health, dream body. And I want you to sit with that, and I want you to picture, what would that look like to you? What would it feel like to you? What would it feel like to be in your dream body or have your dream health? That means no back pain when you wake up, no mobility issues, no running out of breath when you walk up the stairs, no injuries to think of, no clothes not fitting your body, no energy fluctuations, no not being able to sleep at night, no, none of that. If I was to hand you your dream health or your dream body, let's talk about your dream body. What would that look like to you? How would your clothes fit? How would you feel when you walked past a mirror or looked in a mirror? How would you feel when you got undressed? How would you feel when you moved your body? When you went for a walk, what would your body feel like? When you worked out, what would it feel like? Okay, when you go and have girls' night with your girlfriends or your buddies, or when you have time to hang out with your friends, do you think about your body? What do you think about when you get dressed in the morning? How do you choose your clothes in the morning? And so if I was to hand you this dream body or this dream health, would you know how to take care of it in order to maintain it? Would you know how to take care of the perfect relationship if I was to hand that to you? Would you know how to take care of and maintain your perfect ideal job if I was to hand that to you? Would you know how to take care of your perfect ideal body or health if I was to just put it on a silver platter in front of you? It's normal for humans to want things to be perfect. And we know the perfect is not a realistic thing. We know that it's not perfect. We know that it's not realistic. It's not a thing, okay, for things to be flawless or without flaws. But we do know that things can be improved. We do know that our relationships could probably be better. Maybe our job could probably be better. Maybe our financial situation could be better. Maybe our vehicle could be better. Our health, our body, it could all be better, right? It could all be improved. The reality is that if those things were handed to us in a perfect scenario, we probably wouldn't know how to take care of them. And so I want you to think about that for a second. I want you to think about, what would it look like if you were to have your dream body in your dream health, okay? What would that look like for you? What would your habits look like? What would your mindset be like? What would your workouts look like? What would your eating habits look like? What would your sleep hygiene look like? What would your relationships look like? What would your own self-respect look like? What would your impulsive eating or your mindless eating habits look like? Okay, what would your education look like? What kind of things would you listen to or read or surround yourself with? What kind of lifestyle would it look like in order for you to have and maintain your dream body and your dream health? What would that look like? Maybe instead of staying up until midnight watching TV, maybe you'd go to bed at 9 or 10 p.m. so you can get your 8 hours of sleep. Maybe instead of opening up the pantry and having a handful of chocolate chips every time you open it up and looking for a snack, maybe you don't. Maybe instead of having cereal and Fruit Loops or Cheerios for breakfast, maybe you have egg omelets with lots of protein in it and a glass of water for breakfast. Maybe instead of drinking 5 coffees a day, maybe you have 1 and you switch it out for more water or a protein shake, okay? Or something that's got more nutrients in it. Maybe instead of instead of spending hours scrolling on your phone or social media or watching TV or doing any type of habit that is not conducive to your mental health or growth. Maybe you go outside and go for a walk. Maybe you watch the sun come up every morning. Maybe you get 10,000 steps every day. Maybe you join a fitness class that makes you feel alive. It makes you feel excited to work out. Maybe you do mobility every afternoon. Maybe you do 10 minutes of yoga or stretching or deep breath work or core activation work so that your body is healthy and mobile and strong and resilient and aware. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what that would look like for you. And when you think about what those situations would look like, I want you to do it in contrast. How is that different from what you're doing right now? And I want you to think about, if it is so vastly different than what you're doing right now, where can we improve? What's not working? What can be done differently? Can you put the chocolate chips away and stop eating them every time you open the cupboard? Can you get your butt up 10 minutes earlier in the morning so you can take 5 minutes to breathe and maybe do some gratitude or your meditation or walk or watch the sun come up or drink a glass of water? Okay? What can you do? What actions can you take that is going to move you from where you are now to your dream body? Because the amazing thing is that it's probably all possible. Maybe it's not possible for me to bippity boppity boop you into your perfect dream body and dream health, but it is possible for you to make the behavior change and to change the habits that you have in order for things to improve and things to get better. I want you to think about what your reality is right now for you, because we all probably know. And if you don't, then let's talk about it. Shoot me a message. Let's talk about it. Because I also think that there is a disconnect between knowing what needs to happen and expecting things to be drastically different and drastically perfect. Okay? But when you know what needs to happen, just like the logical, simple things, if we really simplified it, what would need to change in your lifestyle in order for you to come out a year down the road, 5 years down the road, maybe 6 months down the road, feeling better about yourself or being closer to that perfect, idealistic body? Okay? If you are someone who feels good with your workouts, but out of control with your mindless eating or impulsive eating or not eating enough protein or enough nutrients or haven't eaten a vegetable in a few days, then that's probably where you need to work. Okay? If you are good with your nutrition and you get lots of nutrients in and you choose all of the good foods and you feel good with that, but you spend way too much time scrolling on your phone, then maybe that's what your feedback is. Maybe that's what needs to improve on. So we all know that perfection is not realistic, but I want you to also ask yourself, how would it affect your life if things were better? How would it affect your lifestyle and the way that you move through the world if you took better care of yourself and if you did the little things, not the easy things, because it's not easy. We know it's not easy, but it's probably simple. It's probably simple. It's probably changes that you can start to make now that would make a big impact in a year down the road. In a year down the road. What if you got up 10 minutes earlier for a year down the road and just like had a glass of water and did some gratitude every morning? Okay. What if you put the chocolate chips way up in a high cupboard so that you didn't reach for them every time you open the pantry? What if instead of having Cheerios for breakfast every day, you fried up a couple of eggs and had a couple of eggs and maybe a handful of blueberries or a piece of fruit for breakfast every day? Okay, how would that change for you? And I know it sounds simple. I know it sounds like little things, and little things, they probably don't make that big of an impact after a day or two. But it's the choice that you make, and it's the mindset change that happens in your brain when you choose differently, when you choose the hard way, when you choose the tougher way, but the way that you know is going to benefit your lifestyle more. That is the mindset changes in your body, because it's not that, sure, you know better. You know that you probably shouldn't be eating that handful of chocolate chips. You know you shouldn't be staying up so late at night. You should know that you should be going for walks instead of scrolling on your phone. You know that you should do those things, but those are the simple things. And when you choose to do those things versus what you are doing right now, then that's where your confidence is built. That is where little changes add up to big changes, right? The pennies in the piggy bank theory, right? The seed that you plant is not going to give you shade tomorrow, but it's going to grow a big tree in a few years, okay? So that's what I want you to think about. Most of the time, your body and your health are a reflection of your choices and your lifestyle. Your body right now and your health is a reflection of your choices and your lifestyle. And if you feel like you don't know enough, or you don't know what route to go in, or you don't know what to do, then that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. So reach out to me if you want some more support or some more guidance in any area of your life, and I can help you out with it. But and I know for myself what choices and things that I do for myself that are holding me back. I know. And I want you to think about what does your choices and lifestyle, what does your body and your health tell you right now about what your choices are, and how could they change, and how could they improve? Okay, so that's my hard question for you today. That's a reflection for you to think about, as to what would that look like for you, and in any area of your life, whatever area of your life you feel like you're struggling, that's what I want you to think about. Okay, so I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Cheers. Go drink your water. Think about some healthy changes that you want to start to make in your lifestyle, and think about how they could affect you 1 year down the road. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.